Hey everybody, welcome to episode 12 of the Harrison Flip. A lot has happened to me since my last Harrison video. My personal residence has burnt down, the one on Foster Street. I did make a video. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. It's on YouTube as Flippin Remington's Foster Flip episode 1. And there won't be any more episodes on that one until I get Harrison done, I think, unless something unique happens. But back to Harrison. My cat lives here, Pirate. He's chilling right there while I'm making the video. That's pretty cool. We're in the master suite. I want to show you my that I got the. It's my alarm. I want to show you that I got the rigid drain line plumbing roughed in, and I got the pressure lines roughed in as well. So here we have the. This is, again, it's the master suite. There's a vent there, and then there's for the laundry up here in case somebody wants to have laundry, and I even have a drain pan with the overflow drain, and that overflow drain actually functions. And the reason I say that is sometimes people have them installed, the pan's installed, and then the drain doesn't actually go anywhere. And I'm like, why bother? But so here's my, let's see, plumbing for the shower. I got hot and cold in your drain, and then obviously I got the shower pan. It's sitting, oh shoot, where is it? Right there in that box. It's in there, and I gotta get another one for downstairs. I bought 2 of them. One was broken when I got it here. I returned it, and I just didn't go get another one. They didn't have one in stock when I returned it. So there's Pirate again. There's the flange on the floor for the toilet, the cold line, and then there's the plumbing for the sink. Oops, sorry. There's the plumbing for the sink. I know it's weird. I have some valves on there. Those were left over. Those were downstairs from the previous washer and dryer. So I got those up here so I could hook up a hose and then test the drains. I thought that was pretty good idea. And then I'll show you, obviously, I had to run plumbing in the ceiling. So now we're down in the kitchen, and I got, let's see, that one there. Let's see, what is that? That's the shower. And then there we're looking at the smaller one is the overflow for the washing machine pan. The bigger one is for the actual washing machine drain. And it goes through the floor joists there. And then I have my hot and cold lines run there, and then they tie in down there, and then they end up going down to the basement. One thing I want to point out is I have absolutely 0 connections in any wall cavities or between floor joists. The possibility of leaks is fewer the fewer the fittings you have. So if you only have fittings down in the basement and at the fixture, you eliminate the possibility for severe damage, because chances are if it's leaking under the sink, you'll notice it sooner than if it was hidden in the wall. So again, I have no fittings. I ran pipe. It costs more to run pipe because you have a 10-foot section of pipe left, and well shoot, I can't use it because I need 30 feet to run from the basement all the way up. Anyway, okay, so that drain there comes from the shower and the washing machine, and then it comes over and ties in. Let's see, that's the sink upstairs, and they tie in right there, and then that's the toilet upstairs that comes into a 3-inch, and that ties in. We drop down here, that'll go behind the stove and drops in down to the basement. So before we head down there, I just want to show you, okay, real quick, this is my washing machine from my house that burnt down. It's not actually going to be going there. The reason it's here is because I think it made it through the fire safely, and I don't think the internals froze. The house was still 40 degrees the next day when we went in, so I thought, hey, maybe I should pull out my washing machine and my dishwasher and take them to Harrison where I have heat to hopefully preserve them and at least maybe be able to use them while I have to live here while I'm rebuilding my other house. Anyway, so last video I said, oh shoot, I should have showed you the where the washer and dryer are supposed to go downstairs, and then I realized I have a ton of stuff here where they're supposed to go. But there's the plumbing hookups there, neat little box, and the rigid plumbing, kind of can't see it very well. It's hidden, but there, okay, there it is. And then I got another washing machine pan there, and obviously I got tools and stuff. And then over there, again, boxes and stuff, is the dryer vent. I haven't started electrical yet, so I don't have the dryer electrical over there. I have this philosophy. The way my brain works is don't open another candy bar until you're done with this one. So I'm like, get all the plumbing done, and then I can start the electrical. All right, we'll come downstairs, and I'll show you the rest of my plumbing. So right here, hopefully you can see okay. I know it's dark. That comes from the kitchen sink. That's the hot and cold for the sink, and then the drain. And then we'll come around. So from upstairs, we had the big sewer. Let's see, big sewer line that dropped down behind the kitchen, behind the stove is right here, and then the kitchen sink ties in right here. This little guy is the washing machine overflow line. I believe it's like an inch. I don't remember, inch and a quarter, 1 inch. And all of this is Schedule 40. And then, let's see, that little guy, this right here is the, oops, hold on my hand. This right here is the washing machine from upstairs. Sorry, from the main floor. I'm now in the basement, so everything's upstairs. Okay, you guys might think this is kind of neat. At least I thought it was kind of neat. So we got sewer or water main coming in there, water meter shut off, and then the clear or white here, this one here curves, oops, to here, and then I turned it to blue here, and the blue comes over, and we make this nice little, they call it called a manifold, and we have a shut-off valve for each individual cold, and then over here we have a shut-off valve for each individual hot, and they're labeled. So for instance, this one here says, let's see, says kitchen sink / dishwasher. Typically you run a dishwasher on the same line as your hot side of your kitchen sink, so that was a very poor example of each thing having its own shutoff. But the rest of them are all on their own. So I have the washing machine upstairs, washing machine downstairs, and so on. So yeah, I run the cold, the 3/4 inch, and then you branch off with 1/2 inch on each one, and then I continue the cold over to the water heater, and I haven't swapped that out yet. It's still working, but I will get a new one before I sell the house. I might even live here while that has the old one in it, just because. But and then you pull the hot out and to your hot manifold. So, and again, they're all ball valves. That's the expensive part. Those valves are like $10 a piece, and I got a ton of them. I think I have 18 or 19. Then that's back in the day. There was another type of valve that was really reliable, and it was like $3 a piece. And I don't know what happened to them. I can't get them anymore. But so we got our sewer main, 3 inch from there. Comes in over, let's see, okay, here's the shower from the main floor shower, and then we got the sewer main. It ties in the toilet from the downstairs basement. Toilet's back here, and then we come over the sink. What is it? The bathroom sink is the last thing to tie in. Ow! I just hit my head. Until we let's see. Until we go there, we drop down to the clean out. There's our clean out, and then we bump up to 4 inch and head outside. So I'll take you outside. Bundle up. And I don't know if you've been listening in the background, Pirate follows me around and meows. So, well, he also licks the plumbing. I don't understand that one, but it's funny. Okay, it's windy, so bear with me. Okay, so this is right next to this basement window here. Is where the plumbing busts out of the wall, and it snowed last night. Everything was great with contrast, and then it went and snowed. I don't understand this. Well, I do. It's January. It's just we had a week of 35 and rain, and that was what we call nice weather here in Michigan in January. Okay, so this might be a little bit better. Let's see here. So there's the pipe running from the house. I got the correct slope, and it runs to this Y right here. And then it tunnels under here, and then it drops down and goes to the city sewer, and I'll show you that in a second. And then this is my clean out. And don't worry, it's not going to stick up that high when I'm all done. The clean out adapter is just resting on top of that. I didn't glue it down. The reason for that is because I don't know where the final grade is going to be when I'm all said and done. I got to put a garage back here. That's why I'm doing the sewer main, is because if I did a garage and then found out that the sewer had to be replaced, well, then you either have to go around the garage or tear the floor up, or, you know. So I figured do it now before the garage. This little guy is the reason I was able to replace the sewer main myself and not have to call anybody. I'm gonna use the heck out of this thing. All right, so now we're down in the trench. Oops, I stepped in water. We're way down here. See, look at, like, that's the ground level way up there. There's my skid steer in the house. Hold on. So like I'm standing about 9 feet down from the ground, I think. Okay, so we tunneled through, tunneled through there, and we drop down to there, and then we wide into the 6-inch main. That the only thing that should be running through the 6-inch main is the floor drain in the basement and the furnace condensation. Everything else from the house will be coming from my 4-inch line and then tapping into this. And nice thing is about 6 feet. Let's see, about 6 feet that way. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, that way. Is the drop off where it drops down into the city sewer. So the reason I added the clean out was in case anything ever happens between here and the where it drops into the alley, they can still run a roto-rooter without having to go through the house and whatnot. But there is a clean out in the house in case somebody flushes a diaper or something. I don't know what people do, but the plumber told me, he said you can't ever have enough clean outs, and so I took that to heart, and I have 2. So I think that's it. I think I covered everything. I got a new sewer main. I'm excited about it. At some point soon, I can probably buy a toilet and have a toilet here. That'd be awesome, because I no longer have a house to go home to use the bathroom. But the next door neighbor lady has been phenomenal. She's got a half bath near her back door, and she's like, whenever I see you over there, I'll have the door unlocked and you can just come and go as you please. And that's really nice, because she doesn't really know me. I mean, I've known her since August, and it's January. Okay, that's it. So, roughed in plumbing this afternoon. I'm going to hop in the skid steer, get it warmed up, and start burying my lines. And then I can start electrical, I think. This is exciting. All right, thanks guys. See you later.